Hello. Welcome back to Callan's Crafty Notions. And this is Callan, of course. So it's been a while. It has been a while. It's been ooh, has it been a year already? Who knows? Okay. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess. Anyways, so I wanted to jump on here because I haven't really been crafting a lot lately. Like last year was something. So I thought since Valentine's Day is just a week away, I would jump into making some Valentine's Day tags. So I remember, I want to say last year, but it probably wasn't last year. It's probably a year before. I made these tags. And I loved how they turned out. I still have them. So I thought, let's go ahead and do another set of Valentine's Day tags. And I've already done one. I wanted to try a different color palette. I wanted to try something bright. Because I'm usually very, like, distress, antiquing type of crafting. But I thought I'd use some colorful cardstock that I've had for years that I never used because I don't know why I bought it. It's not really in my color palette. So we're going to try to do something like this. I did this the other day. So this is going to be my inspiration. And what we're going to use, I have these Tim Holtz Distress tags. My sister came over for a weekend and I made her, well, I asked her and she did it. She distressed some tags for me with some Tim Holtz oxide inks. So she just used these inks and she went around and distressed the edges. She used a couple of these little smaller ones. Oop. So yeah, thank you, Casey, for that. I appreciate it. And let's get started. So I already took a few tags that I wanted to use. And where can I prop this up at? I'm going to prop this up right here. And I already went ahead and ripped some paper to add like as a focal point or a background, I mean, for my tags. I also don't have much Valentine's Day stuff, so I went ahead on my Cricut, and if you have a Cricut, Design Space is driving me crazy. That's why I don't use my Cricut as much anymore. But I went on there and I cut out just a lot of different shaped hearts using different cardstocks that I had. So we got a couple like golds, we got some patterns, we got some corrugated hearts, we have this pink, and we have this pink. So all the hearts are the same. I just cut them out in different colors. So let's go ahead. I think what I'll do, I'm going to use my glue stick for this to make it easier. I'm going to go ahead and glue backgrounds to the tags. So my sister was explaining how she mass makes her tags. Like she makes all her tags like the same. She just makes sure they all have like, they all have to have a background. They all have to have a focal point, an embellishment, letters, or text or something like that. So I was like, oh, that's a really good idea. I need to try that. So I think with these tags, I want to make sure they all have a background. I want to make sure they all have at least 2 to 3 hearts on them. And I want them to have a nice little, like, saying. Like Valentine's Day saying or something like that. Why did I... I literally glued all of them using on the paper. And then the last one, I just decided to glue the tag. So hopefully I got the glue where it needs to be. Maybe not. But that's okay. Okay. So we got our background. So next, I want to add a little saying. And so for the other, my demo tag, I used a piece of plain paper and then I added a nice little phrase. So I think I'm going to do that. And I think I have these. I don't know where they're from. I've seen them before. I don't know where I got them. But they are just these Valentine's Day embellishments. So I'm going to use them. Let's find some cute ones. I want to try something different too. I want to use some different, like, sayings. Maybe because I don't do things with animals. Can I put an animal in here? But then I'm like, I don't like that. You're cool. Kind of like that. You're cool. I like you. I really do. And why don't we try... why don't we try this one? It says Be My Valentine. So this is a little bit different. It doesn't have like a image or anything, but it's just a little tag. Okay. So I think next what I want to do is add a like background. Not background. Something that my phrases can sit on. That way they stand out. So I think I want to do... I'm tearing these. I could cut it, but the paper tears. This paper, this cardstock I've had forever, but it tears really nice. So I think I'm just gonna use it like that. And I think I don't want to put that on there. No. I like this one. Okay. See if I can tear a little square. Okay. Pull out my glue stick. I like that when I tear this, it shows like the white paper underneath. Why did I do that? Oh my gosh. My brain is not working this morning. I want to have this stand out. So, okay, give me a minute. This is what I want to do. Oh my gosh. What am I doing? That's not what I wanted to do. See, I feel like it's been forever since I've sat down in front of a camera and actually crafted something. I just felt like last year I had a lot of stuff happen and it was just, you know, I kind of lost my crafting mojo. Like, I feel like I just like couldn't bring myself to craft. Like, I could barely come in my craft room. Like, I did a few things here and there, but I felt like my heart wasn't in it. And so I just kind of was like, well, I'm just going to stop forcing myself to go in my craft room, which I probably shouldn't have. I probably should have just kept pushing myself to go in. And then maybe I could get something done. But I didn't. I just stopped. And I feel like they say, once you're a creative person, I feel like you're always a creative person. But, creative people get burnt out too. And sometimes it's hard to get back into the motion of things. But I think this is a good, jump back into it. Because I have a theme, Valentine's Day. And I made sure I had all the pieces I needed so that, that helped out a lot. So I think we'll be okay. I think I can get through this. This crafting video here. I think I can get through it and hopefully everything turns out okay. Okay. Wait a second. Because I want this to be on here. So what I'll do, let me just, I can't hold things in my hands to save my life. Okay, so I'm going to glue this phrase onto this. And then I'm going to tear it so then I can see the actual area that I need to tear it. Instead of just tearing and then gluing, because that doesn't work out so well. For me, at least. And we'll tear this. Okay. I actually got into the craft room. I've been in the craft room the last few days working on some clay charms and stuff. Some charms and some foods for my badge reels that I do on my Etsy shop. So I'm trying to get those together so I can relaunch some new items on my Etsy shop. So that will be fun. Okay. And then hopefully everything's on camera. Wouldn't that be great? That would just be my luck that I'm doing this and nothing's on camera. Let's put this in the middle. Okay. And then this one, I think I'm going to try sorry for the noise. All my paper is in the other side of my desk. Okay, so then we're going to use, I think, the corrugated one. Oh, is that too bright? But you know what? No, we're going to try it because I said I wanted to try and do a different color palette than I'm used to. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to add some glue to this. A lot. Is it going to stick? Oh, I didn't think of that. Since it's on cardboard, is it going to stick? Please stick. No. It doesn't want to stick to the cardboard. What should I do? Because I wanted to use it. You know what? I guess this is just going to be kind of three-dimensional. So I think what I'll do, grab some scissors here. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Get it together, Callan. People watching this video are probably like, what in the world? She's all over the place. And you're absolutely right. I am all over the place. I'm just going to use these. Okay, that will work. I don't want it to show. Okay. So, well, since this had to be three-dimensional, I think I'm just going to glue this on there flat. Make it easier, save myself the trouble. Okay. Okay, I like that. Okay, so now we have that. And now I want to add hearts. So I think what I'm going to do is, let's work on this one. And I'm going to grab, I really want to grab a red heart. Maybe stick it back there. That's cute. And then I want to add like a little heart on the edge of the typewriter. What should I do? Should I do this one? And then do this here? I kind of like it. I think the color scheme is different. Yeah, let's do these. think I'm going to just glue the small one. It would be nice if I had my little glue bottle, but I don't know where it is. And it's probably dried out by now since it hasn't been used in forever. And then I'm going to use a little pop dot on this heart here. And stick it at the bottom. I like that. It's simple. But I like that. And I think to top it off, I am actually going to use, because on this one I used some sprays. Some of those glimmer mist sprays. So I think on this one, I'm going to use, instead of using the gold, I think I'm going to use pink. But I'm also going to add one of these little covers for this, because for some reason, all the little hole covers, whatever these are called, I don't even know, eyelet covers that originally were on the tags, because these tags are like, I don't know how old, maybe 4 years old, like they all just fell off, which I was like, that's kind of weird. But anyways, let's go ahead and use this Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist. I've had these for years, and these things last so long. Like, you buy them once, you won't have to buy them again. And I'm going to just, I like to just, I'm going to make a mess. Hold on, let me go off camera for a second. Because I don't want to. Okay. I did not want to get that all over the desk, and then it'd be all over the other tags. So here's this one. I like it. It's different. I think it looks cute. Okay. Let's move on. Let's put this over here so it can dry. Let's move on to this one. And I want to use these hearts. I got all kinds of different, like, cutout ones. I have solid ones. So what should we do with this one? I kind of like the thought of having a couple of different hearts on it. Should we have one in, like, one heart? Like, maybe we should just do that. And then I want some other colors. Wonder if I have any small hearts. Ooh, I do. I see some small hearts at the bottom. That doesn't go in there. Maybe I can stick one. Maybe stick this here. I don't know if I like that, but I do like that. Oh, you know what I have? I have these bubble stickers, 49 to Market bubble stickers. Let's try these. I think I'm gonna try these. Let's do it. Get these hearts out of here. Oh, I do have this. That would have been nice to put in the background. Can I pull this up? I know that just, okay. I think that'd be kind of cool to have this here and then put this here. I like that. Okay, let's do that. Let's go with that. And of course, none of these want to go in now. Okay, put these aside. Let's glue this. Stick this here. I like that. Okay, cool. And then maybe we should, now that that's there, I think I want to change. Is that too much? I think that's too much. I don't know. Let's just go with what we have. And we'll put this one down here. And trying to glue this. I gotta find my other glue stick. More precision glue. This just made a mess. Okay. All right. I like that. And then I'm going to add some of these bubble stickers that probably don't stick anymore once I take them off, because I haven't used these stickers in years. They're really pretty. I really like them. I just haven't been in the mood to craft, so I didn't use them. Let's see, some of these. Huh. Okay. I like that. That's cute. Okay. And then, do I want to add some splatter? Yes. I'm going to add some pink on this, but I don't want this to get anything on it, so I'm just going to cover that up in the best possible way. And I'm going to splatter this off camera again because I don't want to get this all over the place. Okay. That one's done. That's cute. I'm really surprised at how these are actually looking really nice. Okay. For the last one, I think I want to add you know what? Yeah, let's add one of these hearts. We're gonna add it. Nope, I don't like it. Oh. Oh. I forgot these are patterned on the other side too. Let's go with that. I like that. It's different. Okay. Glue everywhere. Okay. And then I feel like we should put a heart down here. Should we do a light color heart? No, let's just stick with this one. I thought I had smaller hearts, but I think those are only in... I think I only have small hearts in this one. So, I don't know. Let's... You know what? Let's just do it. We'll just stick this heart here. I don't know. I feel like I need to have like at least 2 hearts on each card. So I'm going to stick that there. Okay. And, oh, I forgot to put the, let's put the little things here. I forget what they're called. I just said it earlier, didn't I? Eyelet cover? I don't even know if that's the right word for it. Put that there. And then I think for this one, let's go with the bronzy color. Bronzy gold color. Okay, and then I am going to cover this with gold Glimmer Mist. Let's do this off camera. Like, I don't spray my Glimmer Mist on because for whatever reason, the pump stopped working. So I just shake it up and, you know, there's little stuff on the tube here. And I just, you know, tap it on. So that's how that goes. And there's usually a lot on there. And I like that these are oxide inks. So some of the oxide inks are like changing. Oops. Alright. These are my 4 Valentine's Day tags for this year. They're all different, but they all have like the same elements to them. Like I said, this one is the one I did. This was my inspiration. This is my demo. And here we have the second one. I think it turned out pretty nice. We have our third one. And we have our fourth one. So yeah. These are the tags that I did. I like it. I like them. I think they turned out good. It's a different color palette. I wouldn't use. I'm trying to use up all my crafting stuff because it's literally just sitting in my room, not being used, and that's not good. I spent money on it, so I should use it, right? Well, that's it for this video. I hope it wasn't too bad, me knocking into stuff and making so much noise. But I hope you enjoyed it as well. I hope you got some inspiration. You know, sometimes you do get that, like, what is it? Like, crafting block, like that crafter's block, like that burnout from, you know, crafting or not crafting for a long time. And sometimes you just need to, like, jump right in and just make something. And you never know, it might turn out nice. You might enjoy making it. So, yep, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.